Let's learn Solver today. Solver is an add-in of Microsoft Excel used to perform simple optimization analysis. In this video, we will learn what is a solver, why do we need it, and how we can load Solver in Microsoft Excel and how we can use it. Solver finds the optimum, that is, minimum, maximum, or definite number value of a particular cell called objective cell with respect to change in the values of some other cells known as variable and constraint cells. This means Solver actually manipulates the values in the variable cells to meet the values in the constraint cells and accordingly generates a maximum or minimum or possible value of the objective cell. Let us understand this through an example. This Excel sheet here depicts the three kinds of cells we just talked about. The variable cells are highlighted in green color, constraints are highlighted in red, and objective cell is highlighted in blue color. Our aim behind using Solver here is to maximize our monthly saving by predicting how much we should spend on our groceries each week in a month. So there are 4 weeks, approximately 4 weeks in a month. So Solver will help us to predict our weekly grocery expenses so that our monthly saving is maximized. Solver will do that keeping into regard our three constraints. Monthly grocery budget, which is actually the summation of the 4 weeks expenses on grocery, and this summation, this total of these weekly grocery budget will actually be our constraint. And then our monthly income, which is fixed, so that will be a constraint, and other monthly expenses. Remember, the objective cell here should always be a formula, and this formula should involve our variable cells. In this case, the formula is F3 minus E3 plus G3, which simply means monthly saving is monthly income minus monthly grocery budget minus other monthly expenses. In this example, I want Solver to suggest me my weekly grocery expenses for future so that I can maximize my monthly savings. I also want Solver to take into regard my various constraints, my monthly grocery budget, my monthly income, and other monthly expenses. So Solver can also be used for other similar problems where we want to optimize, that is maximize, minimize, or maybe set a particular value of our objective. So now we know what is a solver and what it does. Let us now understand how we can actually use Solver. We will first learn how to load Solver add-in in our Microsoft Excel, and after that we will learn how we can use Solver in our Microsoft Excel file. As we already discussed, Solver is an add-in. It needs to be loaded or activated first before use. So now we will learn how to load Solver in your Microsoft Excel file. First, you have to open an Excel sheet. You can open an existing Excel file of yours or a new one. If you are using MacBook, then you can simply follow the steps I'm following here. If you are using Windows, then you can follow the steps I have provided in the screen. So let's start. First, you have to go to the tools, and then at the bottom of this dialog box you will find Excel add-ins. Click there and you will be directed to a dialog box named add-in, and you will see solver add-in there. You have to click on the button before that, so you have to check this box and click OK. When you do that, you will see at the top right corner of your Excel sheet there will be one option called solver, and this is the solver add-in you have loaded in your Excel sheet just now. Now, if you cannot find solver add-in in your Excel add-ins here, then you can just cancel this dialog box and click on insert. And there in this dialog box, you will find add-ins. You have to click on get add-ins and your system will direct. In the search button, you can just type solver and it will direct you towards the add-in. From here, you can insert or activate your solver in your Excel sheet by installing it for here. It's free. So this is how you can activate or load solver. Now let's learn how to use solver in Excel to solve an optimization problem. Let's learn how solver can be used to solve an optimization problem. If you remember our recent example, I wanted solver to suggest me how much should I spend each week on my grocery so that I can maximize my monthly saving. So my monthly saving here, which is highlighted in blue, cell E6, is actually my objective cell here. So this is my objective cell E6. And my weekly expenses on groceries highlighted in green color, cell A3, B3, C3 and D3, these are my variable cells. I will have some constraints here. So my first constraint cell is this one in red color, which is my monthly grocery budget. So this is actually a total of my 4 weeks expenditure on grocery. So these 4 weeks makes approximately a month. I don't want my monthly grocery budget to exceed $90. And my another constraint is my monthly income, which is a fixed value of $2,000, and my other monthly expenses, which is again a fixed value of $1,000. So I have the blue monthly saving as my objective cell, green cells as variable cells, and my constraints in red color. So now let's see how solver can suggest the weekly expenses on grocery so that I can maximize my monthly saving. So we'll click on solver here and then it will open a dialog box with solver parameters. It will have a different parameters here which will I have to feed one by one. So the first parameter is set objective. So here I have to just click on my objective cell and it will be loaded there. Then I have to decide what I want to do with this objective cell. I want to maximize it. If I want to fix the value, a particular value for my monthly budget, for example, I want to save $1,500 each month, I can click on value of and then fix it. If I want to minimize my saving, I can click on minimize. I don't want to do that. So I want to maximize my saving. So I click on max. And then by changing variable cells, this is the place where you load your variable cells. So these are my variable cells. And then it's time to load the constraints. As I mentioned, my first constraint is my monthly grocery budget. So I add and then I select that cell here and I don't want it to exceed $90. So I will fix it. I'll select equals to here and I will fix a value of 90 here. And then I click OK. Then my second constraint is my monthly income. So I'll click on add here and then select the monthly income cell, and it is a fixed value, so I'll click equals to, which is like $2,000, and then I click OK. My third constraint is my other monthly expenses, so I will select that cell, and again it's a fixed value, so I'll select equal sign, and then it is $1,000, and then I click OK. I want to add two more constraints. I want Solver to give these weekly expenditures as an integer value. I don't want decimals, so I'll just keep it as another constraint. So I click on add, and then I select these cells and I want them in integer, so I'll just click on int integer here as a constraint, and I click OK. One more constraint I'm loading here, that is I don't want Solver to give me a value of 0 here, because if I want to maximize this, Solver will sometimes just give the value of 0, so it is automatically maximized. So I'll put one more constraint here. I know that my weekly expenditure on grocery mostly comes more than $20. So it is not practical if Solver gives me less than $20 of value in a week. So if it is $10 here as a result, it does not work for me, because I spend at least 20 in a week. So I can also load it as a constraint here. So I'll click on add here, and I'll just select all the variable constraints, and I will tell Solver that don't give me a value less than $20. So I want each of these cells to be more than or equals to $20. So I'll keep that as one of the constraints. So for this problem, we have 5 constraint variables. Now I will go ahead and choose a solving method. I have chosen GRG nonlinear method here, and then I will also make sure that my solutions are positive numbers, they are non-negative. So I will make sure that this box make unconstrained variables non-negative is checked, and then I will hit solve. So Solver has processed the results, and it has suggested that for first 2 weeks I should spend $22 on my groceries, and for another 2 weeks of the month I should spend $23 each on groceries. And this way I can maximize my monthly saving to a number of $910. So with this solution of Solver, I can plan out my weekly expenditure on groceries and maximize my saving. So this is how Solver helps us to solve our optimization problems. I hope this tutorial helped you to understand how to use Solver in Microsoft Excel. Needless to say, Solver is only one of those many useful free add-ins of Microsoft Excel, which are used to perform advanced analysis. For example, Excel's Analysis Tool Pack is another powerful tool for such analysis. If you wish to learn more about Analysis Tool Pack in Excel, then do visit our previous video. I am providing the link for that video in the description box below. If you wish to receive similar content and articles directly in your inbox, then do visit www.edusecrets.com and subscribe to our daily newsletters and articles. Also, we appreciate your comments and suggestions in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.